Thank you for joining Sports Development Series. We yours truly, Boma, Ekiyor.
So we didn't play any friendly match. Oh no,
No, we didn't.
I should say. So I guess I can't dispute or poo-poo the one match. It was a nice little bit. Preparations were kind of shoddy, honestly. And it wasn't just Nigeria. A whole bunch of other teams were COVID effects. Teams don't have full squads. They don't know. Even Burkina Faso were complaining because 24 hours before the match, a couple of their key players tested positive, and they were complaining that some of the procedures weren't really followed.
Yeah.
Testing, and they felt like it was kind of sleight of hand on the part of Cameroon to exclude some of the best players from playing against them. So there are these little complaints, and then something of tragic proportions happened. I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but I read it today where 3 Algerian journalists got stabbed in a robbery outside of their hotel. So I mean, these are the negative reports. And generally speaking, every tournament has these incidences. It doesn't matter where it's held in the world, where there's something outside that happens, whether it's reported or not. But typically what happens is the play on the field overshadows everything. And right now, if you go Google Afcon, I can guarantee you the top thing that you'll see is, number one, this referee situation today, and number 2 will be 0-0, 1-0. That's it. That's been all the scores save for the first game.
Yeah,
so right now there are complaints that the tournament hasn't really kicked into high gear. But I think personally it's mainly because teams haven't had a chance to really blood themselves and blend together, and so we're seeing these performances where the defenses seem to be.
Yeah, and I think it's open up because now some teams are behind, some teams have drawn. There's pressure to win games. They're going to come out now and play a little bit more. You see the game open up more, so there's going to be more goals. You're going to see a more competitive tournament starting from this second game. Egypt is going to play the next game like their life depended on it. And that could actually work against them depending on whether or not they're playing.
Guinea-Bissau. It's not going to work against them. It'll work for them.
Yeah, it'll work for them. Guinea-Bissau is not really. But you know what I'm saying? Like if they were playing a team that could capitalize on counters, they could be in trouble. But then, look, whatchamacallit, Morocco, that game against Ghana, if you want to talk about officiating, I thought that referee was horrendous. I thought he was terrible. I mean, I was watching the game, and there were so many calls he could have made. Didn't make them. It seemed like he was on the payroll of Morocco, to be honest with you. And what's his name? You saw Andre Ayew end up getting a gash on his head. Yeah. And he had been complaining to the ref all game. Listen, these guys are grabbing me, fouling me. You're not even calling free kicks. It was crazy. I was watching the game, but everyone's talking about the upset with Algeria. They didn't do anything in that game.
Yeah, they created some chances, but I actually want to give credit to Sierra Leone more than talking about. I think Algeria played. They didn't play bad. Obviously the first game is first game again, but a lot of those guys were in the Arab Cup too, so maybe you don't want to have that excuse. But Sierra Leone played really well, especially the addition of Stephen Colker in the defense. He was the man of the match in that game. He's impervious, just blocking everything, and they played like their life depended on it. And that was a win for them, 0-0 against the defending champions for lowly Sierra Leone. They will take that any day.
Yeah, it's a confidence booster. And the funniest thing is, if they continue to do well in this tournament, if we win our group, we'll end up playing either the runners-up or third-place team in that group.
Oh, I did not know that. I haven't even looked at it.
Yeah. So our group
matches. If we win our group, no matter who we're supposed to play, we'll be favored to win.
Thank you for joining Sports Development Series. We yours truly, Boma, Ekiyor.